Good morning, Ayush. Others also, good morning. Let's wait for everyone to join, then we'll begin with our class. Today we'll be having our eighth general aptitude session. We have already covered seven of them. So make sure that you are practicing out part A also side by side. Okay. Tomorrow is a test. Make sure that you are giving the test on time. Okay, so let's begin with our class now, right? In the same pattern, we'll be following the class. You'll be shown a question on the screen. You have to read the question properly. You'll be given 2 to 3 minutes to solve out the question, and then you have to mark your answers in the chat section. Okay, and followed by the same, we'll be getting the solution done. This is the very first question. This work time concept is getting repeated a lot of time in the examination, be it CSIR, be it DBT, be it any other competitive exam which you are targeting, specifically in the life sciences field. Okay, so this year also work time concept was there, in which the question was related to candle. Okay, so over here, read the question carefully, understand what the question is asking you, and then start off with the like mark down the answer in the chat section accordingly. Okay, take your time, mark the answer, everyone. It's a question. If you understand, it's very simple. Okay, give it, at least give it a try to it. Was there any, just let me know, was there any issue? Is it working fine now? Ayush, Shrikama, is it working fine now? Just let me know. My network issue. Okay. Actually, it's raining very heavily in my area. Now, fine. Okay. Get the answer for this question. Just one more minute and then I'll start explaining. It's very simple. You just have to make equations. And that too very simple equation would be made over here. 9 of you are there in the class. Participate. Out of 80, only 10% of you join the live class. So now, please make sure that you are marking it down in the chat section, everyone. It's very simple, I'm telling you. Shivani, mark the answer quickly. Who else? Rakhi, mark the answer. Subiksha, mark the answer. Okay, she has marked. Tharshini, mark the answer. I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name. Okay, let's see the answer now. Right? Look into the question. What is it saying? It is saying A can do the work alone. Like if A is doing the work and that person is doing the work in 15 days. Okay. B is doing the work in 20 days. Right? It is saying that if A and B work together for 4 days, it is asking us that how much, what fraction of the work is left. Understand, it's a unitary question. Like you have to find out for 1 day, then for 4 days, and then you have to subtract it from the main thing. If A is doing the complete work in 15 days, that means in 1 day, A is doing 1 upon 15 work, right? If B is completing the work in 20 days and I need to find out the work done in 1 day, I can find out by 1 upon 20, right? So 1 upon 15 is the work done in 1 day by A, and 1 upon 20 is the work done by B in 1 day. If A and B both work together, that means A and B are working together, 1 upon 15th of the work plus 1 upon 20th of the work is getting done. So this means what? This is the total work done in 1 day if both of them are working together, right? Are you understanding this? As in when we get it for 1 day, simplify this. For this, you have to take the LCM first. For taking the LCM, 1 upon 15 plus 1 upon 20, 15 and 20 need to be taken, and we have to take the LCM for the same. How to take the LCM? Yeah. So how to take it? 1 upon 15, sorry, 15 and 20. Just divide it with the most common number. So it's 5, 3 and 4, then 3, this gets cancelled, and then 4, this gets cancelled. So this would be your LCM. 5 into 3 into 4, which is equal to 60, right? So 60 would be in the denominator, and if I want to write the numerator, I have to divide. Like, I hope this particular basic maths is clear to all, how to get the LCM and HCF. Just let me know if it is clear or not, otherwise I'll go in depth of this as well. Is this concept of taking LCM clear to all? Everyone, let me know please. Clear? Okay, very good. So over here it would be 4 plus 3, right? So we get 7 upon 60. So 7 upon 60 is what? 7 upon 60 is the work done in a single day. It is saying that they both are working together for 4 days. So 7 upon 60 work in 1 day. If I need to find out for 4 days, I'll be multiplying it by 4, right? And if I multiply it by 4, I get the answer as 7 upon 15. Now this is not the final answer. Reason being, question is asking us the fraction of work that is left. This is the work that is completed. So what is the fraction of the work left? Fraction of work left is like, when we are not given anything in the question regarding the amount of the work, we take the total work as 1, unitary 1, minus 7 upon 15, right? So answer would be 8 upon 15. So D will be the correct answer for this particular question. Those of you who got the answer as option number C, you missed one specific point, one specific step. Okay. Some of you got the answer correct also, very good. And those of you who have not understood the question initially, I'm expecting now this concept is clear, this type of question is clear. We'll be doing 3-4 more questions related to the same concept for you to get the complete thing like properly cleared in your mind. Done everyone? Any doubt in this? Just check. It's very simple. You just have to make sure that the last step over here, you read that the amount of work left. They have intentionally given you 7 upon 15 and 8 upon 15 both as the options. Clear? Let's move on to the next question now. Right? So this is the complete explanation. 1 upon 15, 120 in 1 day, in 4 days, and the total work remaining. Okay, simple question. Now one more question for you all in the similar pattern. Over here you have A, B, C, three of the persons doing the work. So take your time, understand the question, and then mark the answer put in the same logic, put in the same concept that we understood in the previous one, and then try to mark the answer for this. Okay, take your time, do the answer. Mark the answer. Please make sure that you are looking into the time factor also. In the examination, you won't get this much time to solve one question. Only three of you have marked the answer till now, and out of three, only one of you have got the answer correct. Should I explain this? Yes, Poonam, Ritika, Ayush, Shivani, everyone mark the answer. Mahi, mark the answer, bache. Okay, look into the question now. A can lay the railway track between, like there are two railway tracks, two stations A and B. Three of the people, let's say X and Y, because there are three people, A, B, and C. They both, all three of them are working. If all three work together, they can complete the work in 4 days. Okay, that means in a single day, the work done is 1 upon 4, right? All together. A can individually complete the work in 16 days. That means work done in 1 day is 1 upon 16. B can do the same work in 12 days. So B's individual day work is 1 upon 12. You need to find out that how much time will C take alone to complete of the work. Okay, simple question. Understand this. A individually 1 upon 16, B individually 1 upon 12. Total work done in, like when all three of them are working, 1 upon 4. So I can find out the work done by C individually in 1 day, right? How? So A plus B plus C is giving you 1 upon 4. A plus B is 1 upon 16 plus 1 upon 12. This and this, right? This is what is that we have found out. Plus C will be giving you 1 upon 4. So if I get C over here, I'll be getting how much work will C do in a single day. So just solve this. 1 upon 4 minus 1 upon 4 minus 1 upon 1 upon 16 plus 1 upon 12. Okay, I'm writing down on the. Okay, let me write here. 1 upon 4 minus 1 upon 16 plus 1 upon 12. Are you understanding this particular thing? Did you understand this equation? It's very simple. All three 1 by 4, A and B individually 1 by 12 and 1 by 16. So if I subtract 1 by 4, the total work done by all three of them together, subtracting it from the two of the work, two people doing the work, I'll get the answer for the C alone, right? So 1 upon 4 minus 1 upon 16 and 1 upon 12, if you solve out, 16 into 3, 48. 48, this is 3, this is 4. Simple. 1 upon 4 minus 7 upon 48. Now solve this out. Let me take it on the next slide. So 1 upon 4 minus 7 upon 48. Just solve it out. 48 in the denominator. This will be 12. This would be 7. This would be equal to 5 upon 48. So this is the correct answer for the question. 5 upon 48. But we don't have any option like 5 upon 48 in the scenario given to us. So now what you have to do, you have to simplify these mixed fractions, right? How many of you know how to simplify the mixed fractions? Yes, it's very simple to simplify them. All you have to do is multiply these two and add the numerator. So if it is written 9, 3 upon 5, so 9 5s are 45 plus 3, so 48. And then you have to uh, take the denominator, like 5 minus 4. Over here it would be 5. Answer would be option number C. Like look over here, 9 3 upon 5. This is how we have to do it. So it's 1 by 4, 1 by 16, 1 by 12 as given. and when you solve it out, when you do the mixed fraction, you get it in this particular manner. Understood, everyone? Just check the solution, like over here it's complete on a single page. You just have to do it in a proper manner. If you know the like in these both the two questions, we use the unitary method, right? We found out for a single day and then we found out for the number of days it was asking us. Clear? Now in the similar pattern, you have one more question, because CSIR is asking this time work concept time and again. So I have taken up few questions, right? Next is one more thing, similar type of question for you all. Don't look into this, okay? A, B, and C can do the piece of work in 20, 30, and 60 days respectively. How many days can A? Can you please explain how did? Sure, Subhiksha. Everyone solve out this particular question first. Subhiksha, in this question also, I guess we have mixed fractions, so I'll explain both of them together. Okay. No, let me. I missed one step also. See, in one day, it is doing 5 upon 48 work. We had to find out total number of days. Okay. So, for finding out total number of days, what we had to do, we have to reciprocal it, because if A's work is 1 upon 16, so total number of days was 16, right? So, over here also, we had to find out total number of days. So, it would be 48 upon 5. If you look into the fractions given like this over here, 9, 3 upon 5. So Subhiksha, we have to multiply these two and we have to add these two. 9 into 5 plus 3. 9 5s are 45 plus 3. So 48 upon 5. This is the rule that we have to follow. That you have to multiply the denominator and the front value, and we have to then add the two, like add the final result with the numerator. So 9 5s are 45 plus 3, 48 upon the denominator, whatever we have. Okay. So I forgot to like add on one extra step. In one day, it is doing 5 upon 48. In we had to find out total number of days. So it would be 48 upon 5, because in B's one day work is 1 upon 12. Total number of days were 12, right? So over here also you had to do the reciprocal thing. Understood? Just add on this one extra step. Clear? So Viksha, doubt clear? Others clear? Right? Now try to solve out this particular question. A, B, C can do a piece of work in 20, 30, and 60 days. How many days can A do the work if he is assisted by B and C on every third day? This is again a new concept, new type of question. Give it a try. This question is fine. You will have to find out that in single day how much work are they doing, and all together how much work are they doing on every third day. Okay, this one is bit tricky, but still give it a try to this. It's okay, try. It's very simple. Should I explain? Are you let me know if it's not like if you're not able to solve, then there's no point in sitting. I'll explain. Okay, understand the question now. Question is saying A, B, and C can do a piece of work in 20 days, 30 days, and 60 days. Okay. In how many days can A do the work if he is getting assisted on every third day with B and C? That means we have to find out the number of days in which A will be able to complete the work. On every third day, he is getting or she is getting the assistance from B and C. So if I can find out, like for the first day, A is doing 1 upon 20 work. So for 2 day work of A, it would be 1 upon 20 into 2, right? Which is equal to 1 upon 10. For A, 2 day work is this much. If I need to find out on the third day how much work would be done. Yes, how much work would be done? It would be 1 upon 20 plus 1 upon 30 plus 1 upon 60. Are you understanding this? That on the third day, this much work would be completed. If you take the LCM for this 20, 30, and 60, so 10, 2, 3, and 6, 1, 3, 3. So it is 60. 3 plus 2 plus 1, which is equal to 7 upon 60. Are you understanding this particular point? Like, why did I get the third day work done over here? Right? Now look into the final solution itself, you understand. A's 2 day work is 1 upon 10. A, B, and C on every third day, like on every day or wherever all three of them are getting the work together, it is 6 upon 16. It's not 7, it's 6. You people have to correct me also. Okay, it's 1 upon 10 again. So A, B, and C in the 1 day work is 1 upon 10. So I have 3 day work in total, 2 day work of A and 1 day work of A, B, and C together, because after every third day there is assistance by B and C. That means if I get the work of 3 days, I can find out that how many total days would be required, right? In 3 days, the work is 1 upon 5, right? So 1 upon 5th work is getting done in 3 days. If I need to find out the total work to be done in 1 day, in 3 days, 1 upon 5th work is done. So total work is 5 unit. I can multiply the number of days with the unit of work, and I get my answer as 1 upon 50. Total answer as 15 days. Are you understanding this segment? You just had to make sure that you are understanding the logic of work on the third day, and then you are segregating 3 day work in a proper fashion. Clear, everyone? Rakhi, is it clear? Ritika, Kanika, Poonam? Yes, it's very simple. If you understand the main logic behind it, it's very simple. Okay. Ayush, is it clear? Subiksha, who else? Shivani is also there. Clear, everyone? Right? Let's move forward. Only Mitesh got the answer correct for this. Excellent. Now over here you have the next question as that a right angle triangle. These were the three questions for work and time concept. Now you have the next concept, a right triangle with sides 3, 4, and 5 centimeters is rotated the side of 3 centimeter to form a cone. You need to find out the volume of cone. In this, your visualization will be there. Give it a try to this, everyone. Simple question again. Okay, your health. Class, take care of your health. Everyone, mark the answer. It's simple. Just imagine that a right angle triangle is rotated from 3 centimeters side in order to form a cone. You need to find out the volume of the cone. Okay, let's solve out the question now. Very simple, you just have to visualize. Visualize. It's a right angle triangle. 3, 4, and 5, right? What we are doing, we are rotating it from this 3 side in order to make it a cone. Look into the diagram. See, this is how it's done. This is a right angle triangle, and this is how we are rotating it to make it a cone. And now all you have to do is you just have to put in the formula of volume of a cone. Volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. Radius is 3, height is 4, because we have a right angle triangle which is getting rotated. So height is 4, radius is 3. When you solve it out, you'll get the answer 1 upon 3 pi into 9 into 4. 12 pi centimeter cube. Simple question. 12 pi centimeter cube. A is the correct answer for this particular question. How many of you got correct? One, two. Two of you got the answer correct. Just check if it is clear or not, everyone. If you remember the formula, you will get the answer easily. Done? Any doubt, any problem, anyone? Right? One more question for you all. This is the next question. In a shower, 5 centimeter of the rain falls. the volume of the water that hill that falls on 1.5 hectare of the ground. You need to find out how much water would be falling on 1.5 hectare of the ground. These are all new questions. Okay, so it's good that you give trial to these questions again and again. Done. Mark the answer. Should we solve it now? Okay, let's see the answer. Very simple. In a shower, 5 centimeter of the rain is falling. Okay, 5 centimeter of rain means what? That as and when the rain is falling, you have in total 5 centimeter height of the water getting collected on the ground. Okay, you need to find out the volume of the water that fall on 1.5 hectare. Look into this. You all you have to understand is that 1 hectare is equal to 10,000 meter square. Okay, so the area is what? It is 1.5 hectare, so the area is 1.5 into 10,000, which is equal to 15,000 meter square. Right, for finding out the depth, it is telling you 5 centimeter. I'll convert it into meters again. 5 upon 100 meters. So because 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, so for finding out 5 or for converting 5 centimeter into meter, I have to divide it. So 5 upon 100, 1 upon 20. Volume is equal to area into depth. Area is equal to 15,000 meters. Depth is 1 upon 20. Simple. Just solve this and you'll get the answer. All these area volume concept questions are easy. Okay, all you have to do is you have to have a very like logical approach to these questions first, and you should have a good imaginary scenario that what is actually happening in the entire case that is given to you. Okay, so this is the answer for this. A is the correct answer. 7 B is the correct answer, that is 750 centimeter cube is the correct answer for this particular question. Okay, cubic, cu stands for cube and m stands for meter. 75 cubic meter, 750 cubic meter. Okay, so B is the correct answer for this question. Just look into the explanation. If it is clear, then we'll move forward. Two of you got the answer correct. Very good, Mitesh and Poonam. Clear? These are new type of questions. So now we have to buckle up with our level of questions also, right? And I guess from the next or from next to next session of general aptitude, I'll start with the previous year questions in a structured manner. Structured manner means we'll start with June 2023 year paper, morning evening both, and then we'll proceed in the similar fashion. Okay, so by the time we reach to the end of the course, we have done all the previous year questions of all the years. Okay, so we'll do it in that way. Maybe next week or next to next week, because the presentations are still getting prepared by the content writer person. Okay, let's move forward now. One more question. Now, this one is again a type of question which gets asked repeatedly in the CSIR. Today, I have got three different type of questions. First was that work time question. Second was this area volume, and third is these type of questions get time and again repeated, that A is beating B by some meters, B by C by some meters. So you have to find out the case given to you. Okay, give it a try to this question, everyone. Now, Look into the answer. If you have marked it, still let's see. Easy question again. In a 100-meter race, A beats B by 10 meters. So we have three participants, A, B, and C. A is beating B by 10. B is beating C. A beats B by 10 and A beats C by 13. So it is saying that if there is 180 meters race, then B will beat C by how much? So look into the solution over here. You will get the answer easily. I just have to make the ratio option. Okay. If A is beating B, A is beating B by 10 meters. That means if A is at 100, then B is at 90. Are you understanding this? If B is at 90, when A is at 100, then C is at, it is beating C by 13, so it is at 87. Right now I need to find out that in my normal scenario, in my this scenario, first scenario, how much is B beating C? B is beating C by how much distance? So how do we find it out? A and B, so A ratio B is equal to 100 upon 90. A ratio C is 100 upon 87. If I need to find out B upon C, B upon C can be found out how? I need to find B upon C. So for that, B upon A multiplied by A upon C. Like if I reciprocate it in this manner, this one, that is B upon A multiplied by A upon C. I'll cancel out A and A. I can find out B upon C. Are you understanding this? This is complete unitary thing. You just have to keep your on put in your basic maths to all of these things. This is all we study in 6th and 7th. So B upon C, the first is B on C, that is 90 upon 100 multiplied by 100 upon 87. So I get 30 upon 29. That means between B and C, how much distance is there? There's a distance of 1 meter, right? If B is running 30, C is running 29. So when A runs 180, like if B is running 180 from 30 to 180, because in the second race, what is it asking? That in the race of 180, so B is now running 180, C will be running how much? It would be running to 29 upon 30 into 180, because this is the comparison between A and B, between B and C. So C would be running 29 upon 30 into 180. So this will be, when you calculate, it would be equal to 174. So when B is running 180, C is running 174. So that means what is the gap between the two? What is the distance between the two? 6 meters. That means what? That means D is the correct answer, because you have to make sure first is 100-meter race. From here I have found out the gap between B and C, and then I am making B and C run for 180 meters, where I had to find out the gap between B and C. Are you understanding this concept? These type of questions are repeated so many times, and in CSIR, I guess it was June 2017 or 18, similar concept question was asked. Look into the explanation again. You'll understand this. Very simple, very very simple. If you go in a sequential manner, it's easy. Take your time, go through this, then I'll show you the next question. Okay, this is the next question for you all. This particular question is that in a 300-meter race, A beats B by 22.5 or 6 seconds. B times over the course is like how much time is the B taking for the complete thing. Understand this again and try to find the answer for this now, everyone. They have given you both. Okay. Done, give this, then we'll solve it out together. In a 300-meter race, A beats B by 22 or 6 seconds, 22.5 or 6 seconds. V's time over the courses, that is during this particular time when A has like crossed B with 22.5 meters, how much time has B taken? This is what you have to find out. Let's solve it out now, right? Option number B is the correct answer. See, A is covering the distance, like A beats B by 22.5 meters or 6 seconds. So B would be running how much? 50, just a second. Is this question incomplete? I think the question is incomplete. Need to be something else. How did you get 1, 2, or A, B, or C as the answer? I think the answer, the question is incomplete. 300, 6 seconds. How did we get this 45 upon 2? How did you get this 45 upon 2? You got 74. I think this particular question is incomplete. I think so because there is some A is beating B. So A is beating B. There's a distance of. Then also 20, 45 upon 2. How? How did you get 45 upon 2 over here? Acha. Okay. Okay, Sritama. 45 upon 2. 22. Okay, then it's a correct thing. A is beating B by this much. So B is running in 6 seconds. He or she is running 22.5, that is 45 upon 2 meters. And if it is running in 6 seconds, these many meters, in total 300 meter is there. So in 300 meters, it would be 6 seconds into this much. This is the run, and in this is the 300 seconds. The total seconds we'll be getting. Is it so? Let me check this question. I'm not sure about the explanation. Wait. You give it a try to this. This is simple. This one is very simple. Give it a try to this. Let me check the previous question. I'm not sure about the explanation for the previous question. I'm still searching for it. I'm just searching out the reason for 6 into 45 upon 2. Okay, I've dropped it. Give it a try to this. I'll look into the question again. Okay. Done every 1.5 hour. Like it's already 10. Let's get the work done quickly. Last question is this. This is the last question. The answer is option number C. Look over here. In a 100-meter race, A is beating B by 25. So when A is at 100, B is at 75 because it is beating by 25 centimeters. So A ratio B is 100 upon 100 ratio 75. B and C 4. So B and C, if B is at 100, C is at 96. We need to find out A and C. So if I need to find out A and C, so I'll get A divided by B multiplied by B divided by C, right? As and when you solve it out, you'll easily get the answer as 28. That is option number C. Simple question. C is the correct answer. I don't know how did you all, like, three of you have marked it. I don't know how you got C, like D as the correct answer. I guess you did not subtract it properly. Okay, done everyone. Understood the question? Yes. Clear. Why B as 75? It is taking B is beating C. So we'll have to take it 100 now. Because beating is when they are like A is over here 100, A and B is over here, so it is beating by 25. Now B is over here, C is over here 4, so you have to take B as 100. Clear? It's okay if you're making mistakes, it's absolutely fine. That means you people are putting your mind to it, right? So it's a good thing that if you're making mistakes, learn from them and correct your mistakes accordingly. Okay, so I hope all the questions are clear to you. I have taken so many new questions, and in all subsequent general aptitude sessions, we'll increase or we'll set the bars high with the difficulty level, because nowadays CSIR is asking difficult questions as well. And as and when the presentations get ready, we'll start with year wise questions. Okay, year like 2023, then 22, then 21. Okay, so we'll do it that way. And uh, after July, I guess, like, or by mid August, as and when we get done with 7-8 units, the full fledged units, we'll start the same for the PYQs as well, like year wise previous year questions we'll be doing, like 23 the complete paper, then 22, then 21. So I'll target 2023, from 23 up till 2015. I'll target these many papers. Let's see how many we are able to finish. In my previous batch, we were able to cover up till 2017, because every paper is like 145 questions. So up till 2017 we were able to cover, but over here we'll try to go beyond 2017 also. Okay, B is at 75. Sweetie, I've already told. B is at 75. Okay, but when beating means what? Like, how do you win a race? We win the race when we are at the end, right? So, and one more thing, just if you're like confused with this thing, not just you, others also, if you're confused with this, just think about why we are taking A at 100. We can take A at 40 also now, because there's a distance of 25. Why are we taking that A is beating B by 25? Then why are we taking A at 100? Why? Think about it. If we are taking A at 100 to calculate the distance between B, like as 25, so I have to take B also at 100 to get the distance as 4. Are you understanding this? Clear, sweetie? Yes. Okay, so let's meet in the, not in the evening, let's meet on Monday now. We'll be discussing signaling pathways. We'll continue that. So tomorrow we'll be having the test. You'll get the test by 9:30 or something, or maybe before that, because I've already prepared it, so I just have to upload it. Okay, all the best, good luck everyone, take care, prepare properly, and get done with your previous topics. If any topic is lagging in these, like 2 days, you have complete 2 days free, so do your work in that particular time. Okay, bye everyone, take care and enjoy your weekend. Bye.